the Apollo 11, chambered in a 9 mil, 17 plus 1. What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another episode. We are back in the lair in the, I don't know what we want to call this, but we're back home, taking a quick break from duck hunting. And I just kind of wanted to show you guys something new that I just got in the mail. And it's right here, and it's by Live Free Armory. You guys know I love 1911s. They're one of my favorite pistols out there. I don't care how small, how big, what caliber. Well, I'm lying, I do care what caliber. I feel like the best 1911 should be chambered in a 9 mil. And this is exactly what Live Free Armory did. This is a 1911. Look at this beautiful thing. You know, it just, man, you just look at it and it looks super elegant. Like there's just something about it, the cuts, that bull barrel. Man, anyways, let me get back to it. I love the simple fact that Live Free Armory grabbed this 1911 and made it into a 9 mil. Because typically when you have a 1911, and for me, I love going to the range with 1911s, but the problem is every time you gotta load your 1911 that's chambered in a 45 ACP, it's like 6 rounds plus 1 in the chamber. And you're like, God, man, I gotta reload at time after time. Once you start having fun, then you gotta slow down. The cool thing about this is the Apollo 11. That's a pretty cool name. I like that. Is that this thing is chambered in a 9 mil and it takes 17 plus 1 rounds. So 18. And I think that's more than enough. You know, because you load up 2 or 3 mags, you're gonna have plenty of rounds to be plinking and having fun and just kind of keep going. And not to mention, like with my hands, you guys know I love an ambidextrous pistol or rifle, and this is that. It's got an ambi selector switch. But after shooting so many 45 rounds, your hands just start hurting. And or at least mine do. So I like the 9 mil because it doesn't give me that hard kick. It's very smooth. I love running 9 mil period, but that's just a preference thing. And for me, what they did here with the Apollo 11 chambered in a 9 mil was just the perfect match. 17 plus 1. So yeah, let's just jump in right to it. And let me tell you the specs about this gun so that you guys, if you're interested in it, you can get yourself one. But it is, and I love this, that it's optic ready. You know, there's a lot of companies out there that don't give you this option. I personally, I don't really like a red dot on a 1911. I like leaving it smooth and beautiful how that looks. But if you want to run a red dot, they give you the option of doing it. And to me, that's key, right? Because who knows, if I give this to my father for whatever weird reason, or he comes home and just grabs it out of my safe like he does everything else, then he can throw a red dot on there if he likes. And that's just up to him, right? So I do like when companies do that, they give you the option. I don't have to send it off somewhere and have them do a slide cut and then, you know, the optic cut and all that. This is already all in, and I love that. The grip on this thing, y'all, when I'm telling you, like, it bites really good. Like, my hand is really firm on it. And just looking at it, it looks like a race gun, like, you know, something that you're gonna go out there and just go to town with it. But yeah, let's run through the specs real quick and see if something here catches your eyes. All right, guys, this is heat treated with a 416 stainless steel slide. It is a 4140 steel frame. I mean, if anything's gonna scream sophistication, I think that's it right there. Like I mentioned earlier, it is a 17 plus 1 of 9 mil. And honestly, you can use this for self-defense, competitive shooting, or target practice. It's totally up to you. I just, you know, it gives you those options, like I mentioned earlier. Also has a match grade 4.9 inch bull barrel that is homed, burnished to an 8 micron finish, and a rifle cut for unparalleled accuracy. Caliber is a 9x12. The slide width is 0.925. Width is 1.21. The slide length complete is about 7.42. Length overall is about 8.42 inches. Mag capacity 17 plus 1. The barrel length is 4.9 inches. The barrel rifling, for those of you that are going to ask, is 1 by 1/16 left hand. The length of the twist is a 4.11. The trigger pull is going to sit about 3.5 pounds, and the sight radius is about 5.92 inches. What is pretty cool about this is that this weapon does come in 3 different colors. It's a flat dark, earth, and black. So whichever color you decide, you can go from there. The height overall is a 5.46, and the weight without a mag, it's 35 ounces. All right, nerds, now that you have all the download of the gun, and I honestly, I say you nerds, but I do the same thing. I literally, every time that I buy something, I go to their website and I look through everything, and I just start comparing everything, and then I make my decision. But those are the specs of the Apollo 11. Now we're gonna grab this beautiful piece. We're gonna head out to the range, put some rounds through it on, and just have some fun with it. Because right off the top, y'all, look at this. This slide here, it is super smooth. Look at that. I mean, if I can do it with these hands, just that is money. But yeah, let's load her up. Let's put her back in the case. Let's head out to the range, put some rounds through it, and see how she runs. All right, guys, so we made it out to the range, and we have our lift-free Armory Apollo 11. This case is, I don't think I showed the case earlier, but it's pretty freaking awesome. Like, it's got a bunch of pockets in here so you can put extra mags. It's got your safety stuff to travel, like your lock. And then back here, it's got a pouch where you can put your gun away and keep it away from everything else. And then a bunch of mags that you can have. But we are gonna run the first mag through the Apollo 11. I just feel like I'm gonna land on the moon or something. Apollo 11, it just, I don't know, it has that ring to it. Make sure you always wear your ear pro, kids. You don't wanna end up daft like me. Now I really, really take it seriously, because before I didn't care. I was like, whatever. It doesn't matter, it matters. But let's, oh man, that's just smooth. That was smooth. I like that. Let's run the first mag through the Apollo 11, chambered in a 9mm, 17 plus 1. Damn. Dude. Woo. That runs really smooth. I'm not gonna lie. Look at that slide. What recoil? Damn. Man, that's awesome. That thing is, I gotta load up another mag. That thing runs really good. This thing's just so badass, y'all. That's awesome. That's so badass. I love this. This thing is awesome. We gotta run it again. We gotta run it again. I gotta say, this thing is so accurate. Like, they weren't joking around when they said that it's very accurate. That bull barrel, there's a lot to help out. I mean, it's so smooth. It just runs really, really well. And the way that I do it on my ammo boxes, I got like 3 or 4 different brands of ammo in there, and I just mix it up, because that's one of the biggest things, right? If these guns don't run the ammo that I have in there, then what's the point, right?
This thing worked like a champ, man. It's just a workhorse. Like it was just like so smooth. This thing's awesome. The Apollo 11, I'm a fan. I'm a fan. This is definitely something that I got to bring my dad out here and have him shoot it because he's a big fan of 1911s, and that's kind of where I gained the love for it, not only because of the history, because of him. I remember him having a few at home, and I've had a few in my safes now that he'll come and just take. And that's my dad. You know, you can't tell him anything. It's your parent. You know, he's done so much for me that I'm just like, all right, Dad, take it. I don't care. I'll get another one. But yeah, this is something that I definitely want to bring him out and have him shoot because I feel like Live Free Armory definitely did such a cool part and such a cool gun. And another little thing that I like is I like that they put their name on the mag, just so that when I grab it at home and I bring it out to the range, I know what mag goes to what gun. I really love that. That's a nice little touch that they did. But yeah, the Apollo 11, I'm a fan. If you're looking to get into a 1911, but don't want to shoot a 45 ACP, this is chambered in a 9mm. As you guys saw, it takes 17 plus 1, so 18 rounds to have some fun, to spray. And I mean, if you look at the target, the grouping on there was pretty awesome. And I wasn't, trying to show off or anything. It's just, it ran that smooth. It was doing all the work for me. All I had to do is just pull it up, point at it, pull the trigger, and that was it. It's just such a cool freaking piece of gun that I like. I'm a fan of these guys. I'm definitely gonna look into more products that they have and continue to shoot. But again, if you're interested in a 1911 chambered in a 9mm, check out Live Free Armory and check out the Apollo 11. Thing's pretty awesome. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed that episode. I hope you guys enjoyed us, putting some rounds through this awesome pistol. Thanks for always tuning in. Thanks for supporting the channel. We'll see you guys next week. Until then, crispy on.